So I vibe coded a Roblox game, an infinite obstacle course, using vibe coding with Claude AI, and I did it in just 6 hours. And it actually worked. Let me show you how I did it. So I started challenging myself to build this obstacle course in one day, just to see if what I can do using AI agent like Claude as my coding partner. And I just want to do it in a day. It ended up taking just only 6 hours, and that's all I gave myself, honestly. I didn't think this was going to work, but it did. So I started prompting Claude is the AI model that I used, and just basically to show me, what kind of obstacle course can we do. We started doing a quick planning session, and it kind of advised, we could do a couple things, variations. It gave me a list of 10, but then I broke it down to 5. And then what I ended up choosing was, an obstacle course that does spinning objects. Another one was a lava jump, where you jump over some blocks. The one that did a sliding platforms. Another one that does a jump around an object. And lastly, it did a variation that did precision jumping to get to a platform. So I had 2 earlier variations of the initial test that I did before doing this one-day challenge. One was basically just straight up just to see if I can even do it. My original concept was just, could we just loop, have the player teleport at the end of a segment of obstacle and then just repeat. And then every time they teleport back, the obstacle should reconfigure and have a new course. Well, that didn't turn out too well, as I was constantly launched off the map. So that didn't work. My second iteration, I came back, try again, and having a chat with the AI, and they suggested, could you just do a infinitely generated one that just keeps going forever straight in front of you? I was like, yes, that's perfect. Let's go with that option. So I let the Claude basically guide me on developing that one. But as you can see here, the obstacles were very simplistic, a little bit unusable because just the way it was generating them didn't seem quite right. So then I came up with the idea that what if I just have Claude help me with designing the obstacle course so that we can kind of help each other. And that's how we came up with the 5 different selections. And then now that we have the 5 different types of working obstacle course, I had Claude design how we're going to make this repeat infinitely with a slight variation to make sure that it is not the same things repeating all the time. There is going to be some variations. So what I ended up doing was, moving the platforms a little bit to the right, a little bit to the left, slowly shrinking the size down of the obstacle course as the user progresses, so that the challenge gets progressively harder. Eventually, I'm guessing it'll get too impossible. So as you can see, after 6 hours of just grinding at it with Claude as my coding buddy, you can see that we have a working obstacle course that's generating forever. Here you can see it starts out relatively pretty easy as we progress. Now you can kind of see the obstacle is getting smaller and getting quite hard for me to kind of just continuously navigate. So yeah, it is actually pretty cool. It's an obstacle course that's constantly just keeps going. I'm going to post a link to the game in the description, so feel free to check it out. We're going to look me up 2-player death mode on Roblox just to check out the game, and post in the comments on what you guys think about this concept, and any ideas I can do to kind of make this a actually more challenging obstacle course with more variations, more obstacles, or maybe other things I can add.